Hello, and welcome to the Northern Regional Medical Command News. I'm Ann Krebs. Our Army medical centers, hospitals, and clinics provide world-class health care to soldiers, their families, retirees, and other beneficiaries. Soldiers regularly put their lives and health on the line in defense of our country. These American heroes go in harm's way, secure in the knowledge that if they get hurt, injured, or become ill, a dedicated corps of professionals have their backs, on the battlefield or back at home. They are Army medics. Every year, the finest Army medics face off in a grueling 72-hour contest of skill and will in the Command Sergeant Major Jack L. Clark Army Best Medic Competition. Medics from across the northern region met at Fort Bragg last month in a preliminary competition that for two competitors led to a spot on the NRMC team in the 20th Army-wide competition this month. Competitors face firearm qualifications, an obstacle course, and many other tough physical challenges.
Day one, we did a PT test and obstacle course directly after, and a 6-mile road march through the sand. Directly after that, we did a medical lane where we had to drag a 180-pound dummy. It was very difficult and hard. The second day, we did a 12-mile road march straight to the range, and we were all exhausted, but we all did what we had to do to get through and accomplish what needed to get done.
The tactical and technical skills required to earn the title Best Medic include encyclopedic medical and military knowledge, as well as calm under extreme pressure.
So we know that, we're gonna have to do a full body screen. First thing I'm gonna do is H. I'm gonna check for all that extra bleeding.
Well, initially for our IET training, coming in as medics, we trained up from the groundwork upward so that during stressful times we could still remember everything. We always have our books to look back to in order to try and remember all the little details that these exams look for, but generally, at least, we have that foundation we can look back to for any type of injury that we've covered in our scope of practice. And for these competitions, it's just a matter of remembering the little steps that they look for whenever accomplishing those tasks.
Podokar and Ursando will compete for NRMC at Camp Bullis training site, Fort Sam Houston, this month. The Army Surgeon General will present awards to the top 3 teams. She has credited the Army medic as the key component in the Army's better than 90% combat wound survival rating. Elsewhere around the region, 4 Warrior Transition Brigade soldiers at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, were the first to graduate from a program designed to help transitioning soldiers find civilian jobs. The 8-week pilot program, the Warrior Training Advancement Course, prepares soldiers to become veteran service representatives with Veterans Administration regional offices. One of the graduates has started working at the Appeals Center in Washington, D.C., while the other 3 will work as interns until they leave the Army. We've seen a recent Ebola outbreak in West Africa and isolated cases in the United States. Army medicine is poised to safeguard our soldiers, families, and communities. Caregivers at Womack Army Medical Center recently underwent advanced training in preparation for any necessary response following Centers for Disease Control and Department of Defense protocols. The scenario trained personnel on how to put on and remove personal protective equipment, how to care for patients, the collection and handling of specimens, and how to provide definitive care. And that's NRMC News for November. Join us next month for another show highlighting healthcare across the region. In the meantime, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Thanks for joining us.